As many of you will know, I've been making some changes here at Philip James Financial Services, one of which has been to rebrand as Philip James Independent Financial Advice, which we did at the beginning of the year, on the basis that financial services these days doesn't mean much to anyone. And what we actually do, and the reason people come to us, is to get, yes, independent financial advice. The other change has been to bring some very bright and younger advisors and administrators into the business, all part of my bid not to retire and certainly not to sell the business, which I've built up over many years, and the many clients, some of whom I hope may now be watching this, not to sell them and their investments and the money we look after for them to one of the many voracious bigger companies out there keen to buy us up. That's probably the closest you can get to buying and selling people, to buy the right to look after the funds we currently look after or advise on. In many cases for people I've been advising for 30 years or more. Now the plan is and has been to make the business, which bears my first and middle names, Philip James, something which can carry on for a few years at least, with me doing the stuff I think I'm good at and helping those younger ones build fun careers. Because the reason I want to carry on doing it is because it is fun and, to me, very satisfying. And, well, the whole exercise has made me think rather more deeply about what we do and why we do it, and what makes it a good thing to do in so many ways. Also about what you need to do and the sort of person you need to be to do this financial advisor stuff. Now, of course, knowing your stuff is very important. All of us have to have passed the designated exams and prove that we're keeping up to date. Kendra and Louis, those younger ones, are both studying to become even more qualified and become chartered advisors. No mean feat, and needing a few more years of working and swatting, passing, occasionally failing and retaking exams. So, yes, you have to have all of the technical and tax information about pensions, investments, life insurance and so on at your fingertips and in your brain, ready to use. But what I've come to appreciate much more, and what they're both learning, is that it's people which make the job what it is. And to be any good, you have to find people endlessly fascinating, as I do. Everyone has a story, and asking the right questions to find out about that story is, to me, endlessly interesting. With clients we've come to know, seeing them each year to get another snapshot of their lives is, well, without wanting to sound even more pretentious than I probably already do, it's a privilege. As is when we can do it, and we can more often than we can't, when we can tell clients, yes, you can afford to retire, yes, it will be okay, you have enough money, or sometimes, remember that policy we set up all those years ago? Well, sadly, for better or worse, it will pay out now. Now, I was asked to write down what I thought were the important core values of our business, what should be our focus. And my answers were that it should be to show people we care, to leave them feeling better about their lives and their money, and to make a difference to one life at a time. Nobody's perfect, but I do think we try here to do both.